Our audience needs to see the connection between the scriptures that we read and the point we're making. We can accomplish this when we introduce a scripture in a way that draws attention to the main point, and then emphasize key words as we read the text. But that's not always enough for the audience to grasp the application of the scripture. Therefore, after reading the text, it's important to offer an explanation even if the scripture is familiar to the audience. We can make the application clear by isolating keywords, by explaining how those words relate to our reason for reading the text, and by not complicating the application with irrelevant details. To illustrate, see if you can discern where the following speaker succeeds and where he fails in making scripture application clear.
Today, many churches baptize people by sprinkling water on them. Is this how baptisms should be done? Let's read how Jesus was baptized according to Mark chapter 1, verse 9 and 10. Look for the answer to this question. When Jesus was baptized, was he sprinkled with water? In the course of those days, Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee and was baptized in the Jordan by John. And immediately on coming up out of the water, he saw the heavens being parted, and, like a dove, the Spirit coming down upon him. Another popular practice in Christendom is infant baptism.
Wait! The speaker just moved on to the next point. He had a good introduction, and he read with proper emphasis, but he took no time to make the application. He didn't give the audience time to reflect on the meaning of what they just read. Let's give him another chance.
And immediately on coming up out of the water, he saw the heavens being parted, and, like a dove, the Spirit coming down upon him. Notice that verse 10 says that Jesus came up out of the water. That means that he had been completely immersed in the river. So Jesus was not merely sprinkled with water, was he? Because Christians try to follow Jesus' steps closely, wouldn't it be reasonable that Christian baptism would entail complete immersion and not mere sprinkling? Another popular practice in Christendom is infant baptism.
Notice that the speaker did not comment on unrelated details of the verses he read. For example, he didn't elaborate on the end of verse 10 because it didn't contribute to the main point. Whether you're teaching from the platform or in the ministry, help your listeners to see clearly the connection between the scripture you read and the point you're making.